Hello, everybody, and welcome to the halftime show with the score 10-10. What in the fuck is Kevin Stefanski doing? What is he thinking? You know, I don't understand why we can't play a complete football game. I don't understand. And I can give you instances, but you're watching the same game that I'm watching. If you're so confident in your running game like you claim to be, then why are you rushing to the line of scrimmage on your first possession, trying to do the quick huddle? And it was obvious that we didn't know what was going on. It was the Chinese fire drill. They just give the ball to Chubb and our blockers aren't even out there. What's the point? If you're convinced that you can get the yardage no matter what, because you're stronger and better than your opponent, you just go at them. I mean, Vince Lombardi knew that, for God's sakes, 60 fucking years ago. What is so hard to understand? And then again, you get stopped on first down and you're at the 1 yard line. And what do? You pass the ball and you get a holding call. Why don't you just go with them? Are you afraid? I don't understand. And I don't want to hear this Stefanski trying to be cute stuff. I don't want to hear it. He doesn't know how to call plays. There's a construct to the offense, but when it gets into the red zone, it's all the whims of the thing he won't give up, and that's the play calling. We need a better play caller. Everything's there in the book, and I'll go as far as saying that we have enough at quarterback right now, and I can't believe I'm saying that. But Jacoby Brissett is doing just fine. He's putting up yardage, and he's not using Amari Cooper, who's being covered, but he's throwing the ball and completing passes, a great rushing touchdown when he improvised, a great throw to Donovan Peoples-Jones and a great catch, but it's all for naught because of the play calling that ensued right after that. You walk into the locker room with 3 timeouts. It's bad clock management. What the fuck is the matter with him? And the answer is he's stubborn, he's never going to change, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's right. Derek, thank you. A jet sweep to Njoku. He was moving in slow motion. You know what I did? When I saw Njoku get the end around, this is what I did. Da 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 da. Oh, for God's sakes! Slow motion. Who makes that play? An immediate 6-yard hole from a team that can't afford to give up 6 yards backwards. It's just nuts. And no, I wish I could say that they should bring in they should have somebody else calling the plays. He's not good at managing the clock. He had 3 timeouts left in his pocket. And you know why? He doesn't trust the defense. Fuck that shit. You're supposed to have a team that can hammer away at people, like Derek's saying, and run the football and wear them down. But no. On 2nd and 1 at the goal line, he drops the quarterback to pass play action. And I got to tell you, on the other 4th down, that was the abysmal failure at the goal line to start out the game, I didn't see but one receiver on the right side of the field. If you watch the play, and Brissett is like, something was supposed to happen. I don't know what didn't happen, but on 4th and goal, you're telling me that you run a play to the right where there's one receiver, and we were waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally, Amari Cooper comes all the way from the other corner of the end zone. What the fuck? That play can't be what it was designed to be. It just couldn't be. God. You know, I don't think that it's lucky that Brissett got it, Hector. He's like 98% in his career. But we don't even do that when we need the touchdown. Why didn't you just let him keep the ball? I mean, after Chubb didn't get in, and it's 2nd and goal, and you're not using any of your timeouts anyway, so you're not composing your offensive line. You're not resting your offensive line. You just want to keep going at them. Why don't you just snap the ball quickly to Brissett and push that final yard into the end zone? Why don't you do it? Because you're a dummy. You're so smart, you're stupid. Makes no sense at all. You know, I look at the statistics in the first half of the game, and you saw it. It was like in the second quarter, the Browns had 141 yards. The Falcons had 6. You know, I don't know what to tell you. It's obvious what's going on. It just appears that our head coach doesn't know what's going on. That's what it looks like to me. I wish I understood. I don't. And I probably never will. And that's that. Mariota's 5 of 10 for 90 yards. Cordarrelle Patterson has 25 yards rushing and 6 carries. This is with a defensive line that I don't even know who in the hell they are. Brissett is 13 of 18 for 171 yards. Nick Chubb is averaging 5 yards a carry again, 59 yards at the half. And he hasn't even broken anything big. The receiving, Cooper caught 1. He was targeted twice. Hunt was targeted twice. 1 to avoid a sack. If he would have managed, if Brissett had gotten the ball into Hunt's hands, he would have run straight into the end zone. Njoku 4 times, but he still insists on running like the chief, the wrong chief, the chief from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, with the ball exposed, and he fumbled one of them. Harrison Bryant, who perpetually runs his patterns too shallow, and if you notice, if he's going to catch the pass, we're always a yard short. Just keep watching. And David Bell finally caught one down the field, and I want to see him used more. There's no reason why we shouldn't be up in this game. There's no damn reason whatsoever. Except this stupidity on offense. And I don't trust the defense either. You know, we're not going to get a pass rush on Mariota. We're not going to do it because the defensive line's getting no penetration. The only penetration we had was when Perion Winfrey went in and just slammed Cordarrelle Patterson to the ground in the backfield. Other than that, nothing. Koromoa had a clean shot at him, missed him. That's it. And when this game is said and done, and I make these predictions at halftime, and people afterwards say, hey, you know, Moohead said that. Mariota is going to get out of the pocket and scramble for an extremely important play in this game. You mark my words. Because there were opportunities for him to run the football. We talked about this on the Friday show, and he doesn't do it as much as he used to, but he's clearly so much faster than what's chasing him from behind. And the Browns have a habit of turning their back to the line of scrimmage. It is a certainty in my mind that he is going to wind up running the football at some point in a time that's going to hurt us. All right. Other than that, you know, what do I think of the Falcons? I think the Falcons, by and large, are getting into our backfield a lot more than we're getting into theirs. I think their defensive line is doing a job, and ours are a bunch of second string, third string scrubs. They started out the game being able to hit passes over the middle at will, and I'm sure they're going to take a look at that at halftime and continue doing that. I don't see that the Browns defense is going to be able to hold us close in the game. Now, Atlanta got what they wanted. It's a tie game at the half. They got the ball first thing in the second half. And it's the defense's responsibility to come out and do something about that. Just like our offense started out the game and couldn't finish a drive simply because of the head coach. And I'm getting tired of this. You know, it's like they take turns. If Joe Woods called a good defensive game once in his life, which I don't think he's qualified to be a defensive coordinator anyway, but if he did, that's going to be the game that Stefanski is going to screw up in the play calling. It's almost inevitable that these two men do not belong together. All right. You ever seen like a couple in Hollywood and it's like Billy Bob Thornton when he got together with Angelina Jolie and you're going, no. Yeah, that's what these two guys are. The odd couple. I don't know. All I can say is I hope that we come out in the second half with an assertive, aggressive mission to run the football and to utilize the middle of the field. Because they're obviously taking Amari Cooper away from us, so we have to find other places to go. And that means you're going to have to use your tight ends. You're going to have to use David Bell. I'm glad we're not seeing Schwartz out there on the field. And we'll see. I saw DJP returning punts. That's not good when your number 2 wide receiver has to return punts. That's it. 12 minutes is up. I'm going back to watch the rest of the game, but I will be back right here after the game on the post-game show. Don't you dare miss it. Let's go Browns and get this one if we can. I'll see you after the game. Until then, hasta la vista, Pastor Heads. Enjoy the second half.